Good morning, adventures. Um, it says it's 22 degrees. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. 73 in the house, about 1:22 p.m. in the afternoon. 1 year ago, when I first started the channel, a lot's changed on the channel. It's been two different names other than RV Overlanding. And I did a chili verde recipe, and it was one of my very first videos, and it was very hard to watch. I didn't know what I was doing, so we're going to try to recreate that because we are doing a chili verde recipe again. It is my mother's recipe. We did the roast from the other night, so we're going to use the leftover roast and that, but I'm going to step it up a little bit. Mary, she's back there sleeping. She had a pretty rough night. The heater went out on her where she works, so it got pretty cold for him until this morning. This air fryer, I love it. It's the settings on it are a little different, so you kind of just got to play with it. So you hit your start button, hit bacon. I already know from previously that it takes about 9 minutes. So we're going to heat that up. So for me, the chili verde recipe is something that I've always done with a kid, like I've said a year ago. But it's not hard to make, but there's a few steps. I'm adding green peppers, bacon into it. And I couldn't remember how to do it. And I'm always calling my mom or texting my mom, "Mom, can I get the chili verde recipe?" And she's writes it down like 100 times. And she's like totally over it. And she's like, "You need to get a recipe book." I agree with her. Well, the nice thing is I realized that from a year ago, even though the video was shot really poorly, I was able to grab the basics of the recipe to teach myself from my own videos on how to remake chili verde. And so last night it got -6 degrees, and we've been pretty good with the water and everything inside the RV. And at -6 degrees, the cold water froze. We have no cold running water in the kitchen part area, but we do have hot water here. And the cold water in the bathroom works, the hot water in the bathroom works, the toilet works. I don't know, the guy that turned around and did the water piping last year hooked the hot water up to the toilet, and so the toilet has hot water running through it instead of cold. Don't know how that happened. I am a master of my own destruction. But yeah, we're get into this video, kind of walk you through steps. We're gonna need our leftover roast, onion, 2 cans of tomatoes, a bunch of seasonings, and we'll get those all chopped up and cut up and start walking you through the steps. You will need tortilla shells to dip it with, 1/4 cup of flour, and we'll get into it. We do finally have internet. My phone service is pretty awesome, actually. So I happen to have the little box still, and they just turned it on. It's like $50 a month for 100 gigabytes. I think that's more than enough for us. So didn't mean to show the Christmas gifts. Oh, oops. But yeah, we're staying fairly warm and cozy. I don't know how long it's going to take Mary to unthaw. So she was an icicle. I can feel her coldness from here. Oh. But alright guys, I'm going to chop everything up, get everything set up, and I'll go get back with you. Alright guys, so we got all this all chopped up. We got our green peppers, onions, and roast. You just want them chopped up just about like that. Also, we got our bacon nice, perfect, crispy. bacon. I did have to put the bacon in the air fryer for probably about 4 more minutes, so not too bad. We're gonna need, for seasonings, Italian seasoning, pepper. I like the Himalayan salt. It just tastes better in my opinion. Lemon pepper and garlic. From the bottom, 1.5 cups of flour. Normally we would put oil or butter in the bottom of the pan, but this go around I'm going to use bacon grease, just because we had it available. So we're going to put all this in the pan, and we are going to saute everything and get it sauteed and caramelized. You want it to caramelize is what you want it to do. Then what the process step is called when you start putting the flour in, it's called a roux, and you're dredging it into a roux, a powder roux, and I will show you the steps on that too. Oh, but yeah, this should be good, and this video is probably going to be way better because I have 1 year later I have a lot more experience. Oh. Yeah, I'm hurting, guys. I took a fall. I was bringing the groceries in, and it was icy out on the steps, and I had all the groceries in my hands, slipped and fell off the steps, and halfway in and halfway out. And so that did not feel good earlier today. So I guess I biffed it. So pretty hard. But yeah, if you're not ready to cook right away. I mean, it's not really a long cook, but it's a slow simmer cook once you get everything together, and you just slow cook it on low heat. But get it put together, what you want to go in it. You can add your own stuff. It is kind of a chili verde is a little bit thicker. It's not soup, it's thicker. But I'm excited. I haven't had this for like over a year ago. So, and last time we did it with pulled pork, so whatever meat you have, you can kind of make this whatever leftover meat you have. Alright, adventurers, so I got our meat and everything sauteed. You just want to do this at a low heat. This next step, you're going to need a deep dish pan, green chilies, 2 cans of tomatoes, and the flour. And the flour, I'll probably put everything in to the pan first before I dredge it and turn it into a roux. We'll get that part here in just a minute, and I'll show you what that process looks like. So you kind of want everything. If you don't have bacon grease or don't use bacon grease, you don't have to. It's just I'm using it this step. But you turn around and you dredge it until all your flour is blended in, just like that. Then we can start adding our tomatoes, and then we will kind of go from there. This is what your roux will look like. From here you add 2 cans of water. Just from here is all I do, and add it in slowly and then start stirring it. Alright, adventurers, I got the green chilies in there. Everything all done. This is what it's supposed to look like. You just want to let it simmer for a very, very long time. Well, not really a very long time, just good long. I did add some Worcestershire sauce to it and some red wine vinegar. And then you can kind of put out whatever you want in it. But this is chili verde. Once again, about a year later. Hopefully this video was way better than the very first video. But once again, leftover smoked roast. That I'll show you the tortilla shells when we're ready to eat here, but it's pretty much ready on this one. But we will come back to you when we're ready to do the tortilla shells. All right, adventure. Well, Oh, I just dropped my phone doing a video. I didn't mean to drop you guys on the floor. My bad. Oh, phone's okay. But these are the mission chip or tortillas that I'm using today. So we'll get those done. I'm going to try it a different way. I'm going to try this butter spray. See how that works out. No. Normally I would have cut that out, but I thought it was kind of funny, so I'll leave it in there. See how it ended up. Okay, adventures, so that's what we got. So I probably won't need any more than 2, but they came out really, really awesome. Really crispy. And I've already tasted this. It tastes amazing. Just heating it up. So remember, adventure. So we are going to be doing the giveaway here soon. Like and subscribe. It's Madman's Minis, and he did give me a really nice. The people gave me a really nice drone to sponsor on the channel. It's been way too cold and windy to fly it, so I'm looking forward to it. Our current temperature, it's super dark out there. There's SpongeBob, by the way, or Patrick. Super dark already. 5:32, 12 degrees outside, 76 inside. And we got cold water back on, so it looks like our threshold is -6 degrees, and that cold water freezes up. I mean, we've always had problems with that freezing, but most of the time at 29 degrees we would freeze up. So getting it down, still having water, is pretty good at -6 degrees. Then at 11 degrees it unthawed. Till next time, adventurers, if it's cool, we'll film it. And definitely stay safe and stay warm out there.